have a chat with you because you came into the course, didn't you, having experience, and having clients. You already had an established coaching business. You'd had an established business before that as well, a very successful one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Yeah, I did. I had a background in education, and I'd done a I can't remember what it was, but I'd done a sort of well, it was a coaching qualification while we were teaching, and I used to mentor and coach like newly qualified teachers or teachers that were trying to push through to leadership or leadership that were struggling. And I knew the power of coaching and how much just that questioning and getting people to kind of find their own solutions was just, it's amazing. And I then left education, started a business, had a six-figure business for a couple of years, like was really successful, and attracted a lot of attention from other ladies that were like, I want to start a business from home, product-based business, things like that, or photographers that were trying to get more clients. And I called myself a business coach, but basically I told them what to do this, go away and do this, and then you'll have the success that so many of other people have had. So I was more of a strategist, really, I guess, and the teacher in me would be like, just follow these steps and you'll be absolutely fine. But quickly saw that actually, no, it wasn't working like that for some people. Some women were having this amazing success too. They were hitting six figures in their first year of businesses, like baking cookies, and then hitting £100,000 in a year, like crazy transformations. And then other people were watching, going, but I'm doing what you're doing and it's not working for me. So I had heard about NLP probably about a year or so before I actually signed up, and I kept resisting it. I was like resist. I was like, everybody's doing NLP. What is this NLP thing? Like, I felt like it was everywhere because I'm in the coaching world, and I kind of like fought against it for quite a while. Even though you would appear every so often, I'd be like, there's that Becky again, like, and that northern girl drinking tea, and sort of like had that real connection with you, but definitely kept just batting it back and feeling like, no, it's okay, I'll just keep plugging away. Um, and then I'm in Kent, and we went in the like October time. I was making 10,000 advent calendar bars, chocolate advent calendar bars, because that's my first business. And it was October time, or late October, November time. We were going into tier 4 or whatever it was, and the third lockdown was impending. And I thought, right, sod it, I can't handle this, I'm gonna have to do something a bit different. I'm one of those people that numbs myself with work a little bit. So I thought, I'm not gonna resist anymore, I'm just gonna go and do it and see what happens. I'm not gonna get sucked into this feeling low through the winter. I'm gonna study and see what happens. So yeah, you appeared yet again in front of me, and I was like, right, no more, I'm gonna embrace it. And now I've done it, I just think, even if you don't want to be a coach and you don't want to have a coaching business, just do it for the personal shifts. Like, literally just embrace it from a personal level. I just think it's so transformational, and the transformation in my clients has just been like, so yeah, that's kind of I wasn't one of those people that thought, yes, this is for me straight away. I kept seeing it and being like, it's another course, do I really need to do this? And actually it's just been a complete game changer. So I've been able to totally stop my product-based business, and then over time my coaching like revenues just kind of built up. So now I've got balance back in my life, and yeah, it's just completely different. So yeah, love it.
It's amazing, isn't it, as well, because like everyone says it's life changing, and it's such a statement that's thrown around, and it means something different for every individual person. And I can't remember who it was now, but someone I was speaking to the other day said, if you do this course, your life will change, like regardless of whether you're approaching it from a business perspective, from a personal perspective, because you immerse yourself so much into the course and experience it for yourself. So for you, Rich, you didn't really want to do it to begin with, which is brilliant. And we've never spoke about this either. You've never told me this. Um, so I think it's really interesting as well to see, because some of you ladies have said, yeah, I knew I had a calling from the universe. I just felt like I had to take action. So it's really nice to hear a different perspective on, actually, I didn't really want to do it, and then when I did do it was amazing. So in terms of the business perspective, So before you did the NLP training, you were kind of mentoring, training in your business,
Yeah.
and then you've done the course. Has that enabled you to increase your prices? Has it enabled you to expand your services? What kind of tangible results have you got that our listeners might be thinking about?
It's literally changed. It's so much more aligned with what I felt from a little girl. I was always one of those, like, I was a people pleaser, I was a talker, I love helping people, I'm a problem solver. All my background's very similar to Jen's in the fact that I worked in really challenging schools with loads and loads and loads of issues, and I was so rewarded every single day. Exhausted, but really rewarded because I felt like I always made a difference. And then with my personal business, I was making money like I couldn't have dreamed of, like 4 times a deputy head salary, like crazy money. But didn't I felt so miserable, felt really burnt out, really drained, really miserable. And I just didn't want to. It felt wrong to kind of create that in other people, because I was like, you're going to create a monster that eventually is going to. You think you want this, and actually, the success also brings a lot of like negativity. So with I love all the like the therapy side. The timeline therapy is my absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world to do. The results that I've seen from that in people's personal lives that have then impacted their business and the choices that they're making then within their business has just been like, complete self-doubters, complete procrastinators, really fearful women to like smashing it, action takers, visible everywhere, but having success, that's the success, realizing that success is different for everyone. Not everybody wants a 6-figure business, not everybody wants or they think they want it, but actually they don't want what comes with it. And I think that's been the thing for me, that my clients now, my business has changed quite a bit. I'm sort of working more with women who want to become leaders in their fields, which is amazing. But they, yeah, it's just more rounded, I think, rather than going, here's the strategy for XYZ. It's like unpicking what are those blocks to why are you not getting visible, or why do you think you can't do tech, or why do you think people wouldn't want to listen to you, and then getting rid of it.
Yeah.
But I think for me personally, my biggest shift was mum guilt. Like that was massive for me, and I remember you talking about it when we were doing Accelerate, and I just felt in conflict all the time between, I want to work on my business because I really like my job and I loved being a deputy head, like I loved that, and I love my businesses, and but I also love my kids, of course, and I just constantly felt like when I'm doing one I'm letting down the other, or when I'm with them I'm letting down my business. And that, getting rid of that, of course it's life changing, like it's completely life changing, and people look at me now a little bit like, I think sometimes we can wear it as like a badge of honor. Oh, I have mum guilt. That means I love my kids. And people are like, you don't? You don't get feel guilty? I was like, no, because I've done NLP. Do you want me to help? So yeah, that's just, it's completely changed
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, and I love it because these are things that are priceless. Like you
Mm.
cannot put money on that. You cannot put money, and from my own experience, like I cannot put money on not feeling that guilt of wanting to work, but then also wanting to be with my kids, and that conflict that just is so painful. Like there is just no, it's priceless, isn't it? Yeah, yeah,
And my
amazing.
5-year-old goes around telling people, if you tell your brain you can do it, then you can do it. Like my mummy helps people. If you tell your brain that you can do something, then you absolutely can. I was like, oh, so sweet. But
Oh,
yeah, I think just like Lucy said, by when people go, oh, that's why. I've had so many clients that even in the breakthrough like interview, the very first call that you have with somebody, and the questioning, they're going, oh, I can't believe that from when I was 11. That's why, like, yeah, isn't that cool? Because now we know about it and we can identify it, we can do something about it, write a more empowering story. So it's just, I'm a bit the same. I'm a bit gooey. Anyone that will listen to me talk about it, I'll talk to them about it because it's just amazing. It's amazing. But
yeah,
I was definitely one of those people that were like, oh, I don't need to do another course, um, and I thought I was just doing it from a valid. I think I said to you, I think I was just doing it for like a personal validation. Like I need to do this, therefore I am worthy enough of charging X, Y, or Z, because I was charging stupidly low prices for the coaching that I was doing beforehand. And you were like, no, I'm a bit like that. And I was like, oh, okay, things are going to get better then. And yeah, they have. They've just been amazing. The last few months have been amazing.
Yeah,
So,
that's incredible. And just on that topic, because it's important, like sometimes our personality traits do mean that we need outside validation, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just about understanding that that is a thing, you know,
yeah.
and that's fine. So are you happy to talk figures, Rich? If we say like what were you charging before you did the course, and what are you now charging after?
Gosh, like literally, I was one of those people that was always over giving. I was charging like £50 an hour and handing, and they were going off and then making thousands off the back of a couple of calls with me, um, like thousands and thousands. And I was feeling exhausted because I was doing so much one to one. So instead, I put together a course, and it had like a 5K launch from that course, and I think March was close to 10K, and I'd seen those sorts of numbers before in my product-based business, but that took 80-hour weeks and a lot of stress compared to 20 people on a course that I have to show up for an hour for, and seeing them all get like emotional with each other, like doing things like dropping goals into their future. They've never experienced anything like that, and them all messaging me afterwards, going, "I feel really emotional, like I feel really choked up," and I'm like, "Yay!" It's like where because I couldn't comprehend how it could work in groups, even though I'd been through it as a group with you. I was like, I can't do it as a group. I'm going to have to always do it as one to one. So yeah, I just was brave and put it out there and sold out in seconds. So yeah, and that's literally from January. So
That's amazing. That is so amazing. Congratulations, Rachel. I'm so proud. Yay. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks so much, Rachel, for sharing your experience.